Can I add fungi to established plants or only at planting? Mycorrhizal fungi work best when they make contact with the roots at planting. That's when they colonize quickly and spread with the plant as it grows. You can add them mid-season by scratching powder into the surface near the roots or watering a liquid inoculant, but results are less dramatic. For the strongest effect, apply them at planting. Does store-bought inoculant actually work? Yeah, but quality matters. Good products list viable spore counts in specific species on the label, often these two guys here. Cheap products sometimes contain little more than carrier material with a trace of spores, so you won't really see results. Stick to reputable brands and avoid anything that doesn't disclose what's inside. Big red flag. Can compost or healthy soil already provide fungi? Absolutely. In living soil that hasn't been disturbed or sterilized, fungi are already present. In that case, inoculant just ensures high levels of the right species at the right time. If you've been adding compost, mulching, and practicing no-till, you may already have thriving fungal networks. Inoculants are most useful in new beds, in containers, or disturbed soils. Do cover crops help maintain fungi? Yes. Cover crops keep living roots in the soil, which is exactly what fungi need to survive between main crops, like rye, clover, and vetch. They all support mycorrhizae, so they help carry fungal networks from season to season. Bare soil, on the other hand, starves them out. What kills fungi in the soil? The big ones are tillage, bare fallow periods, fungicides, obviously, and high phosphorus fertilizers like superphosphate. All of these either physically break networks apart or chemically suppress the fungi. If you want long-term benefits, keep roots in the soil, reduce tillage, and avoid heavy synthetic phosphorus. Do fungi work in containers or raised beds? They can, but the effect is smaller. In containers, fungal networks can't spread very far. You'll still see improved root health and nutrient uptake, but not the massive soil-wide networks that you can get in ground gardens. Raised beds are somewhere in between. They work if you treat the soil as living and avoid replacing it each year. They work if you treat the soil as living and avoid replacing it each year. Does cold winter kill them? No. Mycorrhizal fungi survive winters as spores in the soil. They go dormant when host roots die back and reactivate when new roots are available in the spring. That's why they're common even in northern climates with freezing winters. Is it worth paying for mycorrhizae inoculant? For most backyard gardeners, the answer is sometimes. If your soil is already alive with fungi and compost and cover crops, you may not notice much of a difference. But in new beds, in containers, or disturbed soil, inoculants can be the difference between weak plants and strong ones. They're also valuable if you're growing high-value crops like tomatoes and peppers, fruit trees, where yield really matters. Can you grow your own fungi instead of buying it? It's possible, but it's not simple. Some advanced gardeners farm fungi by growing host plants in controlled soil and then using that soil as inoculant. The problem is consistency. You don't always know which species you've propagated. For most people, it's easier to buy a reliable inoculant once and then maintain fungi by keeping the soil alive with cover crops and compost.